teaching a pleasure. Here we are with the remote teaching and learning process. Cap. Happy learning.
Subject Mathematics, Standard 7, Chapter 9, Part 1. Topic Direct and Inverse Proportion. Children, let us going to understand what is direct and what is inverse proportion. Let us see some examples. If you buy more pens, the cost will be more. If the number of students are more number of teachers are required. If you travel less distance, time taken is less. Number of books are reduced, weight of bag is less. You can see in these examples, if we are purchasing more pens, the more it will cost, means more we have to pay. If the pens are less, the cost will be also less. Means if one thing is increasing, other also increase. If one thing decrease, other also will decrease. So let us see what is a direct proportion. Two quantities A and B are said to be in direct proportion if they increase or decrease together. In other words, the ratio of their corresponding values remain constant. This means that A upon B equal to K constant. Where K is a positive number, then the quantities A and B are said to vary directly. In such cases, if the values B1, B2 of B corresponding to the values A1, A2 of A respectively, then it becomes A1 upon B1 equal to A2 upon B2. The direct proportion is also known as direct variation. Now let us see what is an inverse proportion. Inverse proportion is the when one quantity increase and the other decrease, the two quantities are said to be inversely proportional or indirectly proportional to each other. For example, if it takes 3 men 8 hours to build a wall, how long will it take for 4 men? If you see the answer orally, you can understand that if 3 men are working, they are taking 8 hours. If the number of men are increased, definitely the time is going to get reduced. So you can understand by seeing this example that if one thing is increasing, other is decreasing. It is an inverse proportion. So you will make two columns, man and hours. If the man are 3, hours are 8. If man is 1, hours are 24. So if 4 men are there, hours taken is what? 24 divided by 4, 6 hours. Let us see the definition of inverse proportion. Two quantities A and B are said to be in inverse proportion. If an increase in the quantity A, there will be decrease in the quantity B and vice versa. In other words, the product of their corresponding values should remain constant. Sometimes it is also known as inverse variation. That is, if AB equal to K constant, then A and B are said to be vary inversely. In this case, if B1, B2 are the values of B corresponding to the values A1, A2 of A respectively, then A1, B1 is equal to A2, B2. This statement is inversely proportional to B is written as A. This symbol stands for inverse. This is proportional to 1 by B. 1 by B is what? Inversely proportional to A. This is the proportionality sign. This middle one is the proportionality sign. Now you can see the formula for direct proportion. Y is equal to K constant into X. Inverse proportion, Y equal to K constant into 1 upon X. Now see some questions from textbook. If 7 kg onions cost rupees 140, how much must we pay for 12 kg onions? Solution. Let the cost of 12 kg onions be rupees X. The quantity of onions and the cost are in direct proportion. Why they are in direct proportion? Because if 7 kg is 140, quantity increase, cost will also increase. Therefore, 7 upon 140 equal to 12 upon X. Multiply both sides by 140x, we get x equal to 12 into 140 upon 7, x equal to 240. Therefore, we must pay rupees 240 for 12 kg onions. Question second. If rupees 600 buy 15 bunches of feed, how many will rupees 1280 buy? Solution. Let the bunches of feed bought for rupees 1280 be rupees X. Therefore, quantity of feed bought and their costs are in direct proportion. Feed means what? It is the food for the cow. Therefore, you can see that the more quantity we need, the more amount we have to pay. Therefore, it is a direct proportion. Therefore, 600 by 15 equal to 1280 upon X. Multiply both sides by 15x, or either you can do cross multiplication. We get x equal to 32 bunches. Therefore, 32 bunches of feed can be bought for rupees 1280. Question third from textbook. For 9 cows, 13 kg, 500 gram of food supplement are required every day in the same proportion. How much will be needed for 12 cows? First, let us assume that let the food supplement required for 12 cows be x kg. The quantity of food supplement required and the number of cows are in direct proportion, because the more cows, more supplement will be required. Therefore, the quantity of food supplement required and the number of cows are in direct proportion. Whenever it is in direct proportion, we find the ratio of two quantities. 9 is what? Cows upon 13.5. How 13.5 comes? Convert 13 kg 500 gram into kg. When you convert, we get 13.5 kg. So 9 upon 13.5 equal to 12 upon x. Multiply both sides by 9 into 12. We get x equal to 13.5 into 12 upon 9. X equal to 18. The food supplement required for 12 cows is 18 kg. Next question. Mohan Rao took 10 days to finish a book. Reading 40 pages every day, how many pages must he read in a day to finish it in 8 days? Solution. Let Mohan Rao read X pages every day to finish the book in 8 days. We have assumed that let the Mohan is reading how many pages? X pages. The number of pages read per day and the days required to finish the book are in inverse proportion. How it is in inverse proportion? If my speed is more, the days taken will be less. Means one thing is increasing and other is decreasing. So it means it is an inverse proportion. And in inverse proportion, we find the product of two things. Therefore, 8 into x equal to 10 into 40. X equal to 10 into 40 upon 8. X equal to 50. Therefore, Mohan will have to read 50 pages every day to finish the book in 8 days. Next question. 5 workers take 12 days to weed a field. How many days would 6 workers take? How many would 15 will take? Solution. Here we have to assume. Let 6 workers take how many days? X. 15 workers take Y days to weed the field. The number of workers and the time required to weed the field are in inverse proportion. Therefore, 6 into x equal to 5 into 12. Therefore, x equal to 5 into 12 upon 6. We are getting how many? 10 days. Also, 15 into y equal to 5 into 12. Y equal to 5 into 12 upon 15. Y equal to 4 days. Then workers will take 10 days and 15 workers will take 4 days to weed the field. Children, please go through the link for the textbook. Have a nice day. Thank you.